Now, I don't know how many of you guys know this and how many of you have actually used this. I'm pretty sure you guys have used this before. I don't think I am the first one to tell you this, but if you have Xbox One or Xbox One S or Xbox One X, when you go to a display and sound and video output, you're going to find a calibration tool that's available right here, right next to the setup. Let me start you from the beginning. Okay, so what you have to do first thing first, you have to come here and grab the settings. Hit the settings, go to the settings, hit this button right here, this little Xbox button, and then go to the settings, click on the settings, go to the display and sound, and then hit the video output, and then move all the way to the right where it says setup, and down here in the middle where it says calibrate TV, hit that. Hit the calibrate TV. Now here, this is where you're going to be calibrating your TV. This is a good tool to use, so that way you can adjust your color, your white bright levels, your black digital levels, your brightness, etc., your sharpness and stuff like that. This is like the basic way to do it. Do I use this? I used to, but honestly, the reason I don't use it anymore because I know what to look for. Everything they tell me here, I know exactly what to look for. What I'm trying to say is this. My biggest disagreement with these calibrators, these professional calibrators, is the fact that they're trying to tell me that I need to spend $800, $900, $600 to have some guy come to my house with the equipment and then rip me off to do something that I can do myself. And I'll explain why. And then I have these professional calibrators trying to tell me that I need to spend $3,000, $4,000, $10,000. Somebody recommended to me that I need to finance and spend $10,000 on a professional calibrating equipment. First of all, even if I had that equipment, it's not going to benefit you. It's only going to benefit me, okay? And people who have $10,000 professional equipment, they're the ones that go to people's houses and they're making money off of it. But I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that stuff because if you know what to avoid, if you know what to look for, then you don't need a calibrating equipment or software and instrument to tell you how much of that peak brightness do you need, how much of that color do you need. You know the rules. What are the rules? The rules are this. Don't overblow your white bright levels to crush the detail. Don't crush your black digital level so you can have both black digital detail and white bright digital detail. Don't over sharpen your digital sharpness. Otherwise, the picture's going to look awful. Move it down as low as possible. What about the brightness? Well, you don't want to move the brightness too much because then you're going to be overbleeding the bright levels on your deep dark levels. Keep them balanced, so it's a balanced black digital levels. Everything that you see here on the Xbox One X that they're showing here, it's exactly what I'm telling you. Okay, so let's go through this step. Calibrate your TV to get the best visual experience. Okay, let's go through this step. Okay, what it says here. Color, temperature, tone. Warm, one, low, mid, or neutral. Low, mid, or neutral. I'll tell you what you're going to need because I already know what to look for. I'll go for the neutral. Do you know why I want to go for the neutral? Because I want to avoid a warm yellow tone of color and cold blue tone of color, so I stay neutral so I can have a balanced color. And that's exactly what the equipment would tell you. If you had that expensive equipment, I guarantee you, I put my money on the table, I've seen it, okay? That equipment would tell you exactly that, to keep it at the neutral, to avoid the warm and to avoid the cold blue. Unless you are doing a movie calibration. There's different types of calibration. If you're doing a movie calibration, then the equipment's going to say keep it at warm. Okay? So let's move on. Aspect ratio and sharpness. Of course, what's the point of these lines? Okay, the reason they're showing you the lines, it's because they don't want you to have a sharpness that's almost like, those lines has to be smooth. They cannot be like jagged edged lines, okay? Here, I'll show you what I mean. I'll bring the camera closer. You see how smooth these lines are? That's how these lines are supposed to be. If they're jagged, see if they're jagged like this, that means the sharpness, see? There's too much sharpness here. I need to fix this. See these jagged edged lines? You cannot have those jagged edged lines. That means that my sharpness is way too high. I'm going to reduce that right now on my sharpness. I have moved my sharpness all the way to a 0, and now the lines are much smoother. Okay, even here, you can still see a little bit of that jagged edged lines, but they're not as bad. Why? Because I moved my sharpness to 0, which is right over here. The sharpness is at 0. There it is. Okay? If I move my sharpness all the way high, look what happens. I want to show you a little example. Look what happens. Look at this. Here, I'll show you. Look at those lines. Those lines are horrible. Look at them. And look what happens when I move the sharpness down. Wow, they're getting smoother. Now they're smooth. Let's move the sharpness high. Now they're getting more. It looks like a razor. It looks like a Gillette. It looks like a Gillette razor. Now let's move it down. This is why you need to move the sharpness all the way to the 0. Guys, the sharpness, hold on. I need to put my camera in focus. I'm sorry. Guys, the sharpness doesn't enhance a detail. I'll repeat this one more time. People who want to debate me, debate me. I'll debate you anywhere. Just tell me the place, name, and the city. I'll debate you right now. The sharpness does not enhance the quality of the picture and detail. It does not enhance the detail. I'll say it one more time. Let it sink in. Sharpness does not enhance the detail. Sharpness does not enhance the detail. What does enhances the detail? Anybody? Raise your hands. What does enhances the detail? Pixels. Higher count of pixels. That's why we're talking about the 4K. That's why this whole hula, it's all about the 4K. That's why the 4K is a big deal, because of a higher pixel count. Pixel ratio. The more pixels you have, the more detail you're going to have. So therefore, you don't need that sharpness. I mean, it's really not that difficult to understand. The reason I'm pointing this out, if you have the knowledge, here's what I'm trying to say. Yes, you got to have knowledge. You got to go to school. You got to learn how television works. You have to have some basic knowledge and understanding on how television works. You should read the books about it. You should study it. You should learn about it. You got to have some knowledge. But if you already have that knowledge, if you already know what to do, you don't need to spend $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 on a professional calibrating equipment, unless you're going to be making money off of it. You don't need to spend $600, $700, in some cases $800 to calibrate your TVs in the room. Some guy come to your house, eat your food, drink your beer, and he takes $800, $900 from your pocket, and you're still not happy with the picture. And you could have done that yourself and save yourself $900. That's my issue with these professional calibrators. They're only doing it for the money. Because majority of people out there, regular Joes and regular Marys, they don't have a slightest clue how TV works. And these guys are taking advantage of it, just like the plumber will take advantage of you, just like a mechanic on the car is going to take advantage of you. If he knows you don't know nothing about the cars, he's going to rip you off. If the plumber knows that you don't know nothing about plumbing, he's going to rip you off. I'm not here to rip you off. I'm here to tell you the truth. Okay? I'm not sponsored. I'm independent. I'm just here to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. So like I said, I'm not here to rip anybody off. I'm just here to tell you the truth. And the truth is this. If you have knowledge about the televisions, if you know what to avoid, and if you know what to look for, you can do it yourself. You have 2 eyes. You got your vision. Okay, your eyes can see the best. Forget the rest. But don't worry. I'm pretty sure these professional calibrators will tell you otherwise. They'll tell you, oh, this guy's full of it, this, and that. Of course they're going to say that. Of course they're going to tell you that because they want you to hire them. They want you to give them your hard-earned cash. That's what they want. I'm not asking for your hard-earned cash. I'm not asking anything from you. I don't even have to do this goddamn video, but I'm doing it anyway to help you out. I get paid peanut. Keep that in mind when you go see these salty haters, these reading kind of a script salty haters out there. Keep that in mind. Keep that in check. I'm not asking you to donate. I'm not asking you to give me your money. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Give me the money. This TV, I bought it myself. Everything I have, I bought it myself. I'm here to help you out. And I'm probably the only goddamn YouTuber on this goddamn planet, sorry for the language, that it's helping you out. Why I get so agitated and pissed off? Because it irritates the fuck out of me when I see the kind of garbage that's out there. And people are so stupid, like cattle, meh, meh, buying into that kind of bullshit. Like a cattle buying into that bullshit. If you guys don't want me to make these videos, just say it and I won't make them. But I'm doing them to help you. Remember that. Forget what the others are saying about me. I'm doing this to help you. Forget that guy in UK and the other guy and this guy and that guy. Fuck them all. I'm here to help you. I'm not taking money from you. Check your bank account. Did I take your goddamn money? No, I didn't. That guy, that salty hater, will gladly take your goddamn money. Me, I'm not. I'm not sponsored. I'm doing here to help you. So keep that in check, please. When you hit that dislike, keep that in check. Remember that shit. What do we have here? The brightness. Oh, geez, what should I do here? Oh my God, what should I do here? Well, if you have knowledge, you don't need some guy to tell you, oh, on this brightness over here, you need to do this. You don't need a guy to tell you that. You don't need some guy with a smooth voice to tell you how everything should be like this, like that. You don't need some guy with a smooth voice to tell you some technical jogger. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You don't need somebody like that to put you to sleep. What you need is somebody who's real, like me, who's not selling a snake oil. All right, what do we have here? Let's read this. Brightness, it's one of the most important things to set. All right, so what do we have here? We have a brightness. What does the brightness mean? Well, brightness mean your black digital levels. Your black digital levels. Why are the black digital levels so important? Because of the shadows of the picture, because you need to see more clarity and detail on those black digital levels. When you're watching a scene, there's going to be a lot of shadows. There's going to be a lot of overshadowing in the scene. So you're going to need to make sure that you can see that detail in the shadow. Okay? Right now, what is our brightness here? Let's see. Let's see. What do we need to see? If you can't see the closed eye, make sure the HDMI black level settings on your Xbox and TV match. I can see the closed eye. I can see it clearly. So my brightness is already taken care of here. I don't have to do anything. I already adjusted it. You see, I did it. I did it. Here, let me show you. I'll show you in a minute. I got my brightness. I already enhanced my brightness. I already did it. And I already got my black level at 50 and my gamma at 0 and my brightness at maximum. So I already can see that closed eye because I know what to look for. I didn't move my gamma down. I didn't move my black levels to the 30 or 20. If I move my black levels to, if I move my black levels, look what's going to happen. You're not going to see that closed eye anymore. Look what happens. Oh, you can't see it anymore. What happened? Whoa, what happened? Well, what happened is the knowledge. I know what I'm supposed to avoid. So I'm not going to move my black levels. I'm going to move my black levels to 50, where they should always be, at the 50. Now you can see the closed eye. There it is. You can see that closed eye. Can you see it? It's there. Guys, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to tell you, if you have knowledge and you know what to avoid and you know what to look for, guys, that's all you need. Knowledge is the power. Not some gimmickry instruments that are going to cost you thousands of dollars, even more. Or some guy, some big fat hairy guy coming in with a bunch of equipment, wires all over your living room, staring at your wife's tits, and he's going to eat your food, drink your beer, and he's going to rip you off $800, $900, maybe even $1,000 if you ask him to calibrate all your televisions in the house. And he's going to laugh to the bank. And you could have done that yourself. You could have actually done it yourself. Have the rest of your day with your wife or whatever. Save that $1,000 and did it. And you could have done it yourself. I'm not here to sell a snake oil to anybody. I'm here to tell you the truth. I don't give a damn what these professional calibrators say. They can kiss my ass. That's right. They can kiss my butt. I don't give a damn. I'll debate them anywhere, anytime. Tell me the name and the place. Anywhere. You want me to debate them on CNN? You want me to debate them on Digital Trends? You want me to debate them on CNET? You want me to debate them on IGN? You want me to debate them on Digital Foundry? I'll debate them anywhere. Bring me there. I'll debate them. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. But they won't debate me because they know I'm telling the truth. That's why. Listen, this tool, the reason I'm showing you this is not for me. This is not for people who have knowledge, who know what to look for. It's only for those of you regular Joes, regular Marys, who have no clue about televisions and how it works and what does it all mean. I get it. I'm not here to judge. Not everybody has knowledge about everything. Some people are good at fixing cars. Some people are good at cooking. Some people are good at, building a house. I'm good at this. I understand this. So for you, this is a great tool. It's free. It's already included in the Xbox One console. Use it. Use all of this. Use it. Okay? You can use it. Now here, what you see is the white bright levels of the contrast. Now I need to remove my exposure light. But here, the large open eye should be visible. And it's visible. I can see it. It's visible. I can see it. The large open eye is visible. Look, guys, all of this here, the reason I'm showing you this, it's for you to do it yourself. I'm not doing this for me. I don't need this. I don't use this because I know what to look for. I don't need this stuff. I don't need that Disney DVD or Blu-ray, whatever. I know what to look for. This is for you who don't know about televisions. Follow the steps and you can calibrate the TV for free here. Okay? Follow all these steps. Okay? I'm just here to tell you, use this tool. It's free. It's included in the Xbox. Follow the steps. You can also learn about the contrast, the brightness, the color, why not to oversaturate, why not to overblow your white bright levels. You can learn about these different things. Okay? You can learn about the sharpness. But I honestly recommend, guys, Do some research on the internet. Buy a book. Go to Barnes and Nobles. Order some books. Learn about the basics of the televisions. You know, there's many ways you can learn this stuff. First, you need some knowledge. You need to understand how television works, how the panel works, what type of panels they are. You need to learn. Once you understand how it works, and once you understand what to avoid and what to look for, you don't need a calibrator to come to your house. You don't need a calibrating ridiculous expensive equipment that's thousands of dollars. You can do this yourself, just like I'm doing it. That's all I want to say. Well, there you go. Use this. It's free. It's inside your Xbox. Use it. Or lose it. Whatever. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the live stream. Hopefully this helps, man. Hopefully this sinks in. You know, I did my best here to tell you the truth. If you don't want to believe it, don't believe it. Go to the guy over there with the smooth voice and drink his Kool-Aid. Drink all these salty haters' Kool-Aids out there. Be my guest. Take care. All right, guys. Have a good one.